The endocrine system and hormones. So these go hand in hand. Your endocrine system is just a system of glands in your body. It for females includes your uterus. For males, it does include the testes, but we're going to focus on us right now. So with your endocrine system, basically it gets signals from all over your body saying, here's what hormones I need. And so then it creates those, gets them packaged up and ready to ship out for your body to receive. So your endocrine system needs to be functioning properly for many things. I've posted about it several times in the Healthy Living page. I've talked about it a lot. But obviously your endocrine system has, your adrenal glands, your thyroid, your pituitary glands. So definitely glands that have a big impact on your hormones. So you want to get them just supported. You want to do what you can to kind of take care of yourself. Obviously there's a lot of disorders with so many glands in that system. There's just a laundry list of disorders of the endocrine system. And then finally now people are starting to do more studies on just some of the toxins that are in our environment, in our products, that can actually have blockers and can impact your endocrine system negatively. So what we're going to talk about though is supporting it. So very quickly, some oils to support your overall endocrine system. Endoflex, this is my go-to. I love Endoflex. I talk about it every month, at least a couple of times. I actually really enjoy the smell now. It's got spearmint in it, so at first it kind of threw me off and I didn't know day to day, but now I just slap it on my thyroid most mornings. I do still use it on my VitaFlex points on my feet. So I'm supporting my endocrine system, and specifically for me, my thyroid. Rosemary is another one. You could do this topically, or you could get the Rosemary Vitality and take it in a capsule. And cinnamon bark. So you can make yourself a little snacky snack with some cinnamon bark in it. I'm excited to make apple cider with this. And now that I know it'll support my family's endocrine system, on top of just being good tasting, that's awesome. So that's overall. And that's not an exhaustive list. These are just some favorites of mine. Okay, now specific for your adrenal glands, you have ones, I don't have nutmeg or sage, but they were both talked about. So definitely keep that in mind. You also have basil and joy. And these will also help with your energy, which your adrenal gland plays along a large portion in that. So definitely some good ones. And you're going to have joy from several other sections of this. So you might as well use it for everything, right? It's nice to know you're supporting more than one body system, more than one thing when you're using an oil. Yes, you're using it for the emotion, to uplift, but then you're also actually supporting your adrenal glands. So your thyroid, myrrh and myrtle are ones that are talked about quite a bit, rather, for your thyroid. Again, I use the Endoflex, but you could also use myrrh or myrtle with that, or even lemongrass with it. But lemongrass can be photosensitive, so you would want to watch that. But I do not have myrtle, but of course myrrh we have, because anything that is an oil of the Bible, my husband very much loves. So we have those. Now, if it's your pituitary gland specifically that you're wanting to support, some great ones. One that comes in your kit, frankincense. You already have it. Use it, diffuse it. And then ylang ylang, lang lang, however you say it. It's another one for your pituitary gland. So definitely something to think about. I had to learn about what my pituitary gland was a few years ago when I had to do some testing on it, and my husband decided that was a great time to make fun of me because the tests were determining if there was anything incorrect with my pituitary gland, or if maybe what was going on with me was just stress or even possibly infertility. Ended up just being stress at the end of it, but I thought at the time that it was going to be infertility was the absolute worst news I could get, right? And then we looked up what the pituitary gland was, and I realized maybe the worst news wouldn't have been that. But these are all just some quick little things you can use to support your endocrine system. Obviously a long list. I love that you can have oils like frankincense where you're using it to calm the house, or you're using it to make as a cream for your face or for your belly, or whatever, for your skin support, and also supporting at the same time your endocrine system. So that's something that's great about the oils, and definitely something we find value in. Obviously, I'll post a little more information as well, but definitely get it supported.